So today, Natalie left and she went to Petra. I'm not going today because my legs are so sore and I don't really want to see anymore. I don't want to pay for more because I've seen pretty much everything. So I'm staying back at the hostel. Right now it's about 10 a.m. and I just showered and stuff. And I'm waiting for Mitch to get up back home so we can FaceTime very quickly, and then I will probably go out into the town and go and find some pizza or something because I miss pizza. This is the view from our hostel in Wadi Musa. It's called the Valentine Hostel Inn, or the Valentine Inn. Over there is all Petra, and then this is the town. So it's really hard to see. It's very hot out today, which is surprising. In the morning it wasn't, but now it is. But I just went into the town and I went for a little walk. I met these guys, but they made me some food and I only had a 10 on me, and I asked if they had change and they said no, just bring me back $1.50 later. So I'm gonna have to do that because they were super nice. Like, we talked for, I don't know, a good hour, and they told me all about Petra and stuff and life here. So they were asking me if I wanted to go to Petra tonight, like little Petra, and see like the candle lights and watch the sunset. But the only thing is they said it's free, so I'm a little weary about that. But right now I'm just waiting for Natalie. I'm just sitting on one of the rooftops here, and I just hung my socks, where are they? Somewhere here, to dry. And I also have to do laundry very soon, but they want $2.50 per kilogram, which is kind of ridiculous. That's actually like $5 Canadian per kilogram. And I probably have like 2 kilograms of clothes, so I don't really want to pay that. So the other night I didn't explain what I did. Natalie got back at 4 from Petra because she went to Petra, and then I asked her if she wanted to go. She said no. And then I'm like, okay, well, I have to go and pay him for my food. So I went down to the little shop, paid him 150 dinar, and then he's like, oh, we were waiting for you. And he's like, I made these 5 people wait for you. And there were people from Holland, some people were Polish, and someone was from the US. I don't know, there were a few of them. But I was like, oh, like I made them wait, I feel bad. So I'm like, whatever, I'll just come. So we took these 2 trucks because there were too many of us. So we went to this cave thing, and by the time we got there, it was too late to go to Petra. And he's like, well, I'll show you guys the cave. So we went to the cave, and that was really cool. I'll put in a picture right now. We did that, and then we went and seen this cave thing under, like, it was underwater kind of. Then we went and sat back in the cave again, and people started smoking and singing and stuff. It was weird. And then I'm like, I have to be back by 7. So 7 comes around, I look at my phone, no one's saying anything. And then I was like, whatever, I'll just stay a little bit longer. And then at 7:30, I'm like, okay, I need to go home. The guy got his dad to drive me. And so we're taking this old truck, and we get, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes into the ride, and he pulls over. And he's like, you drive? And I looked at him, I'm like, yeah, like I can drive standard. And then he's like, you drive? And I'm like, oh, no, I don't want to drive. And he's like, yeah, you drive, like a million times. And I was like, whatever, I'll drive, I guess. So started driving. The steering wheel was the weirdest steering wheel ever. It was so loose, and like you had to turn it a bunch of times to even turn a little bit. And the clutch was so loose. The gas and the brake was so loose. Like the brake you had to put down to the floor to even stop a little bit. And so I stalled on a hill, and I was like, okay, like I don't want to drive anymore, like you drive. So he's like, really? And I said, yeah, you drive. He gets out of the car, comes around, puts his foot on the brake because there's no parking brake, I guess. And I have my foot on the brake, and I was like, okay, like I guess I'm hopping over the seat. And I was wearing a skirt. And so I jumped over in a skirt and he had his foot on the brake and then he started driving. But when I had to drive, I literally thought I was gonna get raped and killed. Like, I was so scared. That was an experience in itself. And then I got back and went to bed and then woke up and Skyped Mitch, or FaceTimed Mitch.
With deep waters. Yeah. We come here just walking a little bit just to see the mountain around here. Then we came back to see the spring of the waters. And then you come in like so. Just because, you know, it's start to be dark, you will see like star.